The left is out there with, they got a new production of Jesus Christ Superstar, and they're casting a woman as Jesus Christ, a lesbian African-American woman as Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ Superstar. So they aren't getting the memo here. Like the DEI stuff, it's gone, it's done, it's over. Boeing said goodbye to DEI. Disney got rid of its 2 DEI departments. I mean, they get some hangover there with the entertainment scripts, etc. I think Captain America, who isn't really rah-rah America, they still have a few things going on. But most companies, they've said no more. Walmart's another. You know what? Because the DEI stuff, it doesn't work. You know, we're a meritocracy, so we just want to put the best people in the seat and get the job done. But Hollywood still doesn't get it, so they have put in Cynthia Erivo to play Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar at the Hollywood Bowl. Production begins in August for all those interested. I'm sure you're not. So what's that about? She knows the play. She's actually played Mary Magdalene before, but she had to up it up. You know, she's like pushing it up a notch. She's Jesus Christ now, because Jesus Christ is a woman, a black lesbian woman. I mean, guys, okay, like enough. I see you have a lot that you need to work through. Here's this thing that they were pushing. They gave all millions of dollars, Department of Education. This thing was in like 13 public schools. Whiteness is a powerful construct with historical, institutionalized, structural, emotional, and psychic dimensions that are embedded in a radicalized structure of power, privilege, oppression, and exclusion. All right. So if you're white, we don't like you. You are the problem. This is what they were teaching kids. I mean, this is messed up, okay? This is another DEI thing, right? The Zoom things. JP Morgan is saying no more Zoom calls. But back to Cynthia for just a moment. So Cynthia kind of has a chip on her shoulder. And how do I know that? Oh, well, I saw her in Wicked. By the way, not a great voice. And again, I say this as a classically trained opera singer who will appreciate music for music's sake and has nothing to do with anything other than how she sounds. She is a belter. There's not a lot of sweetness there in the voice, the timbre of the voice. I actually do not care for. Actually, and I will say this, I thought that the actress that sang the part of Glinda, and you know, she's certainly no Day at the Beach, she did a much, much better job. She was just fundamentally more talented as a musician. But Cynthia, she has a lot of these, you know, hang-ups. Cynthia Erivo, she called out fans because one of the fans who liked the original production of Wicked way back when tried to do a mock-up of the new poster. And apparently in the mock-up, he hit her face because, by the way, look at the original. So if you're looking at this is a Deadline article that I'm showing you. It has the original photo and then it has the mock-up photo, and she was really angry about it. And so she like basically said, no, I got to fix this. See his mock-up on the left versus her mock-up on the right. She's like, I'm going to put this right here. Let me remind you and cleanse your palate. She's saying like, how dare you take my eyes out of this? And she of course thinks it's some kind of racially tinged whatever. But the truth is that he was actually just trying to go for the original poster, because in the original poster, when the thing first came out, however many years ago, and you had the woman who actually was in Frozen, her name escapes me, and then that Kristen Chenoweth, they were in the poster, and you can see that the eyes are covered. So like, it wasn't some kind of derogatory thing towards her, but she's running around with a chip on her shoulder. Maybe because everybody's been telling her this, that, and the other about whiteness. I don't know. But she definitely is carrying a grudge. And somehow that grudge will be alleviated by playing Jesus Christ in the Jesus Christ Superstar rendition at the Hollywood Bowl this August. Coming to you, my gosh, woohoo. Unbelievable, right? I'm going to go back to what the Palantir CEO, forgive me, Alex Karp. These guys just don't get it.
Look, what I don't like about what's going on is I just view this as, well, let's watch the Democratic Party commit suicide. And like, I've been a Democrat most of my life. I kind of view myself as outside it, but I don't like watching the Democrats just commit suicide. And what I see is most of the country doesn't really, at this point, given the fraud, waste, and abuse we know is there, 90% of the country is like, get rid of that fraud, waste, and abuse. And I just view this as yet another example of the progressive left boxing themselves into a suicide dance. Now, what the progressive left should be doing is saying, okay, Elon.
So again, if you're talking about Doge and their spending cuts, or DEI nonsense and putting a woman in as Jesus Christ and Jesus Christ Superstar, you know what? The public's not there with you. They're just not. Okay, that is like the minority of people. So the Democrats right now are actually just trying to appeal to a teeny minority of people that kind of have a grudge on their shoulder, I guess, a grudge to carry, like this Cynthia Erivo. I mean, I'm sorry, but you know what? Let's move on, okay? Let's move on collectively together. Let's not divide each other. Let's actually collectively say, we want the best for America. We want the best for our kids. We don't want our taxpayer dollars going to nonsense like you've been sending it. For goodness sakes, trans comic books in Peru, $2 million to gender surgeries in Guatemala. Like, why? Can I ask you guys why? Why would they do that? I'm troubled by it. My colleague at 76 Research, you know Rob Horton, sometimes he comes on the show. You can follow us actually over at 76. We have a YouTube channel, very small, at 76 Research. Anyway, he had a theory on it. He's like, they got to employ people, right? Rob's really smart, by the way. Look at our portfolio. Check this out. Energy stocks up 32%. I mean, amazing. Lots of good names in there. I encourage you to go to 76research.com, you guys, 76research.com, and use code word dollar because you can get at least the 76 report. If you're interested in model portfolios, check those out as well. I've got that here. Click on the model portfolios because 10 to 15 stocks in each one of them. And again, you can see here at 76research.com how well this portfolio is doing. But anyway, Rob was saying he has a theory that they're just trying to employ everyone, right? They've got to find jobs for all of these people. They've created this giant machine in this transgender studies unit. And what are you going to do with all those PhDs other than give them jobs at NGOs? I don't know, but there's something really, really messed up about all of it for sure. Again, gold hitting nearly $3,000 an ounce. We actually have a report coming on 76research.com about that very soon because it's just amazing when you see this run up in gold. And, they're going to go audit Fort Knox. So gold is definitely going up under the threat that maybe they're going to find something, I hope not, there. Anyway, up to $15,000 in free silver. Text Trish, TRISH, to 65532. This is one of our great show sponsors, American Heart for Gold. The CEO is coming on the show on Thursday.